Hello there, peeps. Celine here, and welcome to. Well, this is technically a blog video, but I'm also going to be doing some parts that's going to be. Well, I just got done recording on my main channel. Go away, Earl. But I wanted to record a few videos for my second channel. That's all for this project. First up, I have some news about my staff. I don't know if I did a video about the layout. I have a friend, this person right here. She's in Germany, but she made me a I don't know what to call it, to tell you the truth. She calls it the ACP, admin, whatever, which allows me to change. It lets me update the layout a lot easier without changing much. Because I can change the colors, the background, the header, but I don't have to resize anything but the text. No, I think the text is also. But she's also still working on it. She may update it every now and then. Right now, she's working on her own site, and she has some medical issues, so my site's technically a back burner for her. But I may have an artist start helping me with the artwork, at least for the characters and such. But I'm also using AIs for that feature as well. I have updated the story since the last video. I did change this out. I need to add a little bear. I need to add an image or something to this to make it more interesting. But I got 17. I got 15, 16, 17 uploaded. But I think for you guys, it would be 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm working on Jin. Because as soon as I get done with Virgil, I'll start working on Arc 2. Which the theme is going to be dragons. Because I want to work in the dragon characters. That's the whole point of it. Arc 2 is work in the dragon characters. Alright. Now let's see how many characters I can get done. Now this video is going to be a blog video. We're going to do characters all in the next video. I did update this with a map. I need to update the icons a bit. But the way I want Alicia to be seen It is literally a piece of land, like a giant continent, except. Thank you, Nero. It's a giant continent in a way, except it's all set in its own dimension. Because Yokai Forest leads to the southern section of the Demon Realm. This leads to the Shadow Realm. This has a gateway or a portal to the middle, the exact middle zone of the Demon Realm. That's why the Bone Forest or Bone Woods is such a dangerous spot. It's because that's where the demons are actually located as, and it's also rumored to be a cursed forest. Even though it blends into Yokai Forest, that blends into. I want the outside to have trees, because on the very edge of the realm, there's literally a portal or force field that if you walk past it, you'll just end up on the other side. Because if you walk here, you'll just end up over here. So it's like an orb, but it's actually an illusion spell. Because whoever created this realm made it its own ecosystem and its own it's literally its own earth in a sense. That's why there's seasons and yearly things. It's because it's its own ecosystem and its own mini earth in a sense. So think of this as a giant continent that you cannot leave except through portals. There's no port or anything. But I do believe this river, there's an underground river system. That's where mermaids are located. Because there are mermaids in Elysia, and I do believe their origins would be under the earth in hidden pockets of water. Because there are lakes and there's rivers. Except you can only see like one river. Well, one lake that runs through the entire thing with little lakes here and there. Now, I may use an AI to update the map. Maybe. Because I want to make this actual look like a ruins. But we'll see. Then you got society, which just tells you, well, the society of Elysia. The royal family is the highest and most privileged status. The royal guards are the second highest and most perturbed status. They are mostly males that protect the royal family. However, I do believe there will be a female in one of the arcs. There will be a female, maybe. The mages or high mages are the highest magic users in Elysia. Dragons are the most powerful beasts in Elysia. They're mostly in their humanoid forms, but there are chances to see a few in the sky. Citizens and farmers make up a. I want to change that. Chase that. But then again, it's right because the population in Elysia is not very high that we know of. That I technically know of. Currency. In Elysia there are only coins to trade and pay. Of course there are also values that can be traded, but the value is determined by the system of the coin values. The most common coin is the mystic coin. It's basically copper. Yeah, it's your copper coin. And the lunar silver is your silver coin. And your royal gold is your gold coin. I'm sorry, Nero. I didn't mean to make you jump. I'm sorry, my throat was starting to get sore. Starting to get dry. So yeah, I implemented that mostly for role playing purposes, but it also good for any one shots that have to do with shopping and such. Because the most common coin is the copper. There's no laws as of yet. There's going to be laws. There is no religion in Elysia. However, there are shrines and temples. What they're for is completely 100% unknown. There are 2 temples in the main city. The Shrine of Humanity, or Human, whatever, shrine to the portal to the human realm can be fine. Anyone can use it, but in case there are a few ninjas from the Cloud Village to guard it, as the other one is the Shrine of whatever. That is a temple where the demon portal is located. That portal leads to the northern section of the demon realm, where the demons are not that dangerous. They're powerful, but they're not dangerous. Anyone can use it, but to keep out the bad yokai from entering Elysia, there are 2 guards: a 10-tailed fox demon, a very rare 10-tailed fox demon, and a 2-tailed panther demon. 2 rare ass demons are protecting the demon portal. 2 rare ass demons. Do they have profiles? No. I don't even have pictures for them. Or names. Culture. Elysia's culture is a mixture of Chinese and Japanese with some fantasy bits. Literally. 100% fantasy bits. Time flow. On Elysia, 1 day equals 7 days on Earth. So if it was its own planet, it would spin very, very slowly. However, the experience of time remains unchanged. In Elysia, 1 human year is There's no leap year. A day is such and such. Yeah, a lot of thought got into this shit. In Elysia, there are still 12 months in the year, like the human realm. And the seasons are the same but random. Just like the human realm. Because, God help me, I'm that lazy. So basically, if it rains, it rains. Uh, it snows. There's thunderstorms, but they blame the purple dragons for those. Um, technically, there's dragon. They blame certain dragon types for each element. Like the hot summers, they blame the fire dragons. Cold winters, ice winter dragons, and so forth, so on. Calendar. I came up with fantasy names for each month. You got Jin, Finn, Mars, Rain, Mayfall, Yuna, Yule, Jess, Jin, or whatever, Wicked, X, Winter. Because I got lazy on December. January has 30 days. There's no leap year. So I took 2 months to February in Elysia is missing 2 days. Or what for us to be 2 to 3 days. Because there is no leap year. And I had to cut off some days to make the year shorter. Holidays. There's still the New Year's. There's Valentine's Day, spring, Easter, summer, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Dragon Peace Day, which is when the war ended. You got autumn, Halloween Eve, then Halloween Day, where I gotta update this page, because that name is not used no more. Winter starts at the beginning of November, which the snow starts in the north and then slowly goes south. Everything starts in the north except the rain. The rain's backwards. Then you got Thanksgiving and Christmas. Then you get magic. God help me. I got very lazy on magic. Okay, magic. But whatever, every corner in Elysia. It's everywhere. And its origins is shrouded in mystery. Some ancient texts suggest its source lies with the dragons. While nearly everyone possesses the ability to wield magic, some races, particularly mages and witches, have the extreme of mana. Reserves of mana. However, the dragon reigns superior, hovering the largest mana pool of all. Here's a list of magic and spells that could be used in Elysia. Note, all spells are based on Final Fantasy games, which does not count 12. I used the earlier games before green magic came into being. Because you got fire that goes up to fire a Jadra, whatever. Blizzard, just so you know, fire, blizzard, electric, and water. There are dragons for those elements. Because you got the fire dragon, the ice dragon, which is also the winter dragon, or snow dragon. Electric, which is purple dragons. Water dragons. There's no stone dragons. Poison would also be the green dragons. Lightning is still lightning or whatever. But yeah, all the dragons can use the black magic. It's just some species are limited to certain spells. Then you got the white magic. Thought you were gonna slay the white magic. Because why the hell would I do that? I still got time. I update the pictures in here. You got the foxes, crows / ravens, dog demons, angels, wolves, cats, elementals, fire, darkness, water, or ice / ice maidens, time, water / mermaids, you got the half-breeds, like Inuyasha. You got the magic users, which my custom race called Witches and Warlocks, they do fall under this category. They're their own subspecies. But the mages and high mages of Elysia, they're magic users. They're basically this category. And their lifespans are very unknown. It all depends on the character. I also listed how long each species can live. Because yokais can live up to 1,000 or 5,000. So it depends on the half-breeds. Humans have the shortest lifespan, mind you. The royals, they have no lifespan. They stay young until something bad happens. They're cursed with they're cursed with a ability to stay young, like my witches. However, they can still be murdered. Because again, the royal family was massacred twice before coming to terms with 2 sets of families. Well, technically, it is one huge family. It's just 2 branches. Because the first princesses They don't go up to queens. They say princesses. It's sisters. Okay? Second generation, still sisters. It's just the South is the one who gave birth to the two sisters. However, after the current royals, the current princesses, they will have their own little families to carry on the bloodline for the northern and southern. Because I do. This isn't concrete. This may change in the future. But I do believe, or I have an idea. We'll just go with that. That in a future art, there's going to be an issue where the northerns pick on the southerns or something. I don't know. There will be a tournament at some point. I don't know the details about that. That's still a work in progress. But anyways, going on, there are battle demons. Because why the hell not? And then I listed shit about my custom race. If you guys are interested in it, obviously. Because so far there's 3 witches in Elysia. And lastly, I updated the dragons. They have photos now. Yes, if you know this anime, kudos for you. I may add this anime. But you got fire dragons, lightning dragons that thunderstorms are blamed on them. You got the water dragons, which Leviathan would be part of. You got the nature dragons, which is green. They would have forests and what are they are the ones that take care of the forests, and they would be the poison type. Then you got the snow dragons, which is also the white dragons. Yay. And then you got the darkness dragons, which Bahamut would be part of. But basically, the white dragons are also the light and dark. Because you can't have darkness without light type thing. Then the rest I just thought was interesting. I may add more elementals, I just don't know. In Elysia, there's just legendary creatures that roam freely. Most of them take on a human appearance, while others remain concealed. Basically, if they don't want to take up their human form, they stay in their domains. Long before the current tale unfolds, there was a massive conflict among dragons took place, resulting in the death or the disappearance of a number of clans. Currently, whatever decreed that all dragons must either consume their human forms or seek refuge. Dragons' life spans are very long. It's unknown how old they can really get. So basically, I made it so the royal family, as well as a few magic users, have what vampires have, except without taking blood. Eternal life? Yeah, that's the word. The royal family and a few witches have eternal life. Granted. Awesome. Radical for them. Dragons, however, don't have eternal life. They do grow old, but very, very slowly. Let's use Devil May Cry for instance. If you played the Devil May Cry series, you have noticed Dante has aged over the course of the games. Slowly, but he has aged. And you can see it. Virgil, however, has aged even slower because he spent most of his time in the demon realm. So his lifespan is very, very short. Or not short. Well, he was, according to Devil May Cry 5, he was going to die, but then 5 happened. And he looks very, very young compared to Dante, who looks older than Virgil. When Virgil is technically the oldest sibling of the two. And Virgil's the only one who had a kid. So, there's that. But using Dante and Virgil as an example, the witches and the witches slash warlocks in the royal family, as well as a few other magic users, have eternal life, so they are stuck young. Sure, mid-20s, give or take, but still pretty young. Dragons, their lifespans are pretty long. It's just when they hit their prime, they stay in their prime a few years, maybe 100, maybe 200 years longer than others. Why does it look like I have a... my hair's weird. Let's just hide that. That's going to be annoying. But dragons can still grow old, have long beards, and such, but eh. Also, so I can have elves in my story. Elves can also count as battle demons. Elves can be magic users. There might be a... No, there will not be an elf in the Royals. Because in one arc, I'm going to have Link as a Link and Zelda. I want to bring Link and Zelda into the into Elysia. But mermaids are going to be the ones that can use look like elves. Yeah, I'm using female elves for mermaids, but ice demons can also be elves. Fire demons can also be elves. Darkness demons can be elves. I don't have forests, so I may get annoyed and just add elves as another species to the story, but Because I do want to add Zelda, not as a princess, but as a priestess or high priest. Well, it'll be a priestess, but I want to add Zelda, but not as a princess. And I want to add Link. Because I do pair Zelda and Link together. Even if I have a character for Link. So, another thing I'm working on. I need to update this. I really do. I need to work on this. Add more contact to every area. But I need someone to help me with that or use an AI for it. Alright, well, I'm going to pre-record a few extra videos of all the characters and have them set to post once a day. Because my goal is to actually start posting on this channel. It's going to be randomized when I'm going to post, but still, I'm going to try my best to start posting more about this project on this channel. So, leave me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!